So welcome back, everyone. It's been a long time. I've not been updating this channel because I recently had started a new job. It is a job at a architecture firm. It's not that fun. It's just, my good old profession, and it's always taking up a lot of time. There are always all these overtime works that I have to stay behind. Sometimes I have to work till 12 a.m. Sometimes I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. To do, those architectural drawings. So yeah, for an INFP, that's completely a nightmare. So I guess today I would like to talk about another INFP trait of mine, which is this habit of being very reflective and, always searching for meanings. And as an INFP, I think one of the traits that we have is we're always very reflective. We constantly think about the actions we do and also the meanings that are associated with these actions. And also we kind of question every decision that we make. And a lot of times it is when we have made a decision and then we would always think back on whether that decision was correct or not. If there's certain consequences that has come out of that decision, for example, if you are trying to lose weight and you wanted to eat an ice cream and you decide to eat an ice cream, and after eating the ice cream you might constantly regret that decision because you become very reflective and self-critical of yourself. In a way, being reflective is not only about reflecting on your actions, but also we think about what different things mean. If something happens to you, for example, maybe it is a breakup, maybe it is a new job that has given you an offer, or maybe a family member passed away, you would think about what these things means to your life. Like, how would this grow you in a way, or how would it make you a more mature person? And if you're religious, you might even think about if God is giving you a sign, or if this circumstance that you're in, is it gonna springboard you into something that's better? I mean, there might not be any meaning to what happened to us, but I guess as an INFP, the way that we interpret events in our lives is very important. We always want to feel that these things happen for a reason, and it's not just like all these random events that doesn't mean anything. Which in a way it's a bit tied to the fact that we always like to think we are living in a story. Maybe it's like a fairy tale, that if something happens, it kind of is part of a story and there's a reason for it to happen, and maybe it would propel a story into a kind of a twist, like Cinderella, where she was treated really badly by her stepmother and stepsisters, and then in a way that experience actually propels her into a happy ending at the end. And I guess the advantage of being reflective and always searching for meanings in life is that we are always very careful and controlled in everything we do. We want to reflect upon everything before we make decisions. So yeah, we're not impulsive. And I guess in a way, because we're constantly searching for meanings, it's a way for us to be more interested in self-improvement. If there's a very big challenge that has put us down, for example, being in a breakup, how it becomes a very low point in your life, you would think about how you would harness this low point and make something out of it, and to create meaning in different things that happens to us. And I guess the disadvantage is that we can constantly be caught up in the past, keep on being very regretful and reflective of how certain things has turned out. For example, in my breakup, I would always think about, why did I fuck this up? Why did I make certain decisions in the past? I would think about a specific day and think about why in that particular moment I became very angry at my ex, or how at that particular moment I didn't show enough care and got her really upset. And all these events would keep on looping and looping in our minds, and we can't just let go of guilt as easily. So being very self-critical, always saying like, we could have done this, we could have done that, and always think about all these opportunities that would have happened if we didn't do that certain thing. And also being reflective can mean we keep on second guessing our decisions, and it puts our mind in a very uneasy place. And second guessing also means that we take a long time to make decisions, and especially, putting certain thoughts into actions. Most of the time we might think that being reflective is us being logically evaluating different factors that would cause us to make a good decision, but most of the time, because we're INFPs, we actually just use our feelings, and it's not actually a logical process. So it's kind of an illusion that when we evaluate a certain decision, we're actually just depending it on a lot of our feelings. So I guess one way that we need to learn as INFPs is that we need to be reflective, but in a loving way. And being self-critical is not always bad. It's a very good recipe for self-improvement. And, we should try to encourage ourselves when things are not going our way, because being self-critical would only put you down even more. I guess what I've learned from watching a lot of YouTube and also hearing about all these podcasts is that you need to love yourself in a way and try to talk to yourself in a way that you would talk to others. So if someone that's close to you or your friend has made a wrong decision, think about what you would say to him or her. Would you beat him up just as how you would beat yourself up? Or would you say a word of encouragement and say, everything is gonna turn out better. And we need to believe that when something is done, we have already used the best of our abilities to make the decision at that time. So the past you has already tried his or her best to make a very informed decision at that time, and it couldn't have gone any way else. And just don't be so hard on yourself. So I guess that's what I want to talk about today, and I hope I would do more of these chatting sessions with you guys, and thanks for watching, and take care.